Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa Another 2. Last time we finished up our final investigation of the game, of the series, actually. What the heck? And we are starting the final class trial today. I imagine this will be 2 recordings that I split up accordingly, but I hope to play through the entirety of part 1 of the trial tonight, if possible. If it's too long, it's too long, and I just stop at a random save point. You know, I do have to be up early in the morning, but I'm going to try to get through it. And we're just figuring out all the answers to everything. This feels weird going into this because it's the last one. You know, I'm like, it's bittersweet. I've been doing this series for such a long time now, like a year and a half of my life. Just about. And it's almost over. Yeah. Anyways, I'm excited to get into new stuff, but also it's gonna be hard to let this one go because it's been my entire channel. Anyways, I think we should get into it. No, I don't want to equip my skills. I want to start the class trial. Okay, let's go. Okay. Oh, this is gonna kill my vocal cords. Mikado's talking is just like... Hello everyone, welcome to the final class trial. Given the disappearance of our original host, Monochrome, I'm Mikado Sanoji, who will be in charge of the explanation here. It's so pixelated. Like, something's off with my game. It looks more pixelated than normal. In the previous class trials, there was a murder case, and the goal was to figure out who done it. Oh, look, his portrait even changed. However, in this class trial, we will discuss the truth of everything. If you manage to figure out this truth during the trial, it will end. This long killing school trip will finally end, and each of you will return to your daily lives. What are you talking about? What's so confusing about that? I don't believe those words. You're just trying to use me to resurrect Utsuro. Discovering the truth is pointless in this nonsense trial. Pointless. Huh? I have already told everyone else, but this class trial is an important process and the last stage of my plan. Isn't it good to have a final trial to resolve all of the doubts you may have? Or would you rather I kill somebody and we discuss the murder of that? I was gonna say, oh, let's kill, except there's nobody, like, alive that I actually don't like to be like, oh, let's kill them. Like, if Akane, but, like, Sora doesn't really feel like Akane to me. If Akane was here, I would be like, oh, how about Akane? But she's not actually here. Kind of, she's here in spirit. But Sora just feels like a totally different character. No thanks. Yuki, it's okay. I don't know what he's up to, but we know you're still alive and that Mikado's plan isn't complete yet. So there's still a chance we can win. There's still hope. I'm just as surprised as Yuki. When this is over, we'll all get to return to our daily lives. How long are you going to keep up that lie for? I'm not lying. I'm being honest with you here. Nobody else had to die. I'm not some psycho serial killer like Konade. Killing is no longer necessary. It's weird to hear you say that after everything we've been through. If your plan is successful, my body will belong to Utsuro. So how can I go back to my daily life if I don't have a body? Yuki, don't worry. Thanks to the people who died in the killing school trip, the conditions for a happy ending have already been met. If everything had gone as I planned, all of you should have died. And thanks to the invention of the Kisaragi Foundation, an unexpected Plan B had to be established. Although it was surprising, this Plan B is a peaceful plan where everybody wins. Everyone's like, I'm not buying that. Excuse me, Mikado, but could you be so kind as to tell us where to start? Could you just shut up? Okay, wait. Emma hasn't even said anything stupid yet. Back off. She's an idiot and she's selfish, but she hasn't done anything yet in this trial. Aroha brings up a good point. Where do we start? Whether Mikado's words are true or not, it doesn't change the fact that we're stuck in this place. That's true. Mikado, I don't care if you're lying to us or not, but where should we start? Should we start by clearing up what we found like usual? Oh, good idea, Sora. Yes, everybody knows a little something different about my plans from their individual investigation. But before we discuss anything else, let's start with talking about Turia. Oh, So you freaking killed him, you sick bastard! Turia's case was mostly solved in the last trial. However, there's one thing that's not been solved. The truth of Turia's death. Well, we watched it. We watched it on the cams. The death of Turia holds an important secret that relates to the entire killing school trip itself. Bring him back. We're discussing that first? Wait. What's wrong, Yuki? I didn't get a chance to investigate, so what do? I was just trapped here the whole time. I don't know anything. How am I supposed to join in? Hush, little Yuki. This class trial is an abnormal one. Expected such a rebuttal from you. Huh? You just need to quietly sit on the bus and listen. In this class trial, no, in my plan, you're my special piece. I have to give you the deluxe treatment. And Shobai just gonna be like sleeping and sitting this out until something happens and he's like, okay, time for me to shut everyone up and take over again. I kinda hope. What? Don't worry, Yuki. Me and Sora found out a surprising amount of information when we investigated. It'll be just like before. We've got this. So, this class trial is just to explain things to Yuki? Wow, you've all been working hard whilst I've been trapped in this place. Sorry, guys. We're talking about the death of Turia. Everything starts from here. I don't know what this trial means, but there's no way around but through. Right now, I need to figure out what Mikado's planning by playing along. The investigation is over. It's time for the trial. I'll save everyone. Non-stop debate. I see him. I see his silhouette. I see him. Shobai. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassing. Emergency escape. Oh my god, there's so many of these. Class, program, code, another code, the recording. Is Turia's death really that important to the case? Turia's death wasn't just a murder. There's more to it than that. Aren't you the culprit? Turia died because someone poisoned him, right? He poisoned himself. That's what we deduced in the last trial. Our reasoning was correct. Mikado even admitted that. Is it that, maybe? Is there something we're missing? Okay. Administrator? No. Control room recording. I think that's what it is. I think it's that. Okay. Our reasoning was... Is it this? Okay, it's not that. Is it what Mikado said then? Oh, is it the last thing? I think it's the control room recording, isn't it? I'm doing so bad. Okay. It was one of those three. I don't really care how I do. I used to hate doing bad. Oh my god, 75. This is off to a great start. I used to hate doing bad so much during the original game because it would make this scream sound effect when you did bad, and I did bad pretty much every trial but like the first. No, I think it was the first one. It was all of them. It would be like, you died, and then make this scream sound effect, and it always jump scared me, and I hated it. So then every time I would do bad, I would be like, oh, I don't care, but I would be dreading it because I hated that sound effect. No, Yuki. The poison was prepared by Mikado, however, he willingly digested it. Turia poisoned himself. What? What are you talking about? You're saying that he willingly ate poisoned food himself? Yeah, because he's a sweet boy. Exactly. That's crazy. During our investigation, Sora and I found CCTV footage of Turia recorded in the control room. There was a video of when Mikado and Aroha kidnapped Turia. The control room? Where's that? Is that door that Mikado was always standing outside of? Like, he just kind of guarded it? Do you remember the locked room on the second floor of the Monocruise? The one that Mikado was always standing outside of, like some sort of weirdo. Turia was tied up. After seeing the rice that Aroha brought him, he discovered the poison inside. I saw it. He put the poisoned food in his own mouth. Correct. Turia wasn't killed. He chose to die himself. However, I was the one who put the poison on the food in the first place. What? Why did he do that? Sora said that on the 5th island, Turia activated his reset code and got his memories back. So why would he kill himself? I don't understand. About that. Why did Turia choose to die? Why did he eat the food even though he knew it was poisoned? I need to think. Oh, this one. This one. Okay, give me a second. No. It was the firewall, I think. It's not firewall? Hang on. It's not fire. It should be firewall. It's not that? I'm so confused now. Wait. Oh, I'm running out of time. Wall? What? Firewall. It should be firewall. Is this out of order, maybe? I don't know. It's firewall. Okay, I ran out of time. Oh, human firewall. It's fine. I got confused. This is going to be the worst trial performance. I'm gonna need a D. Whatever. I think this is another one of those mini games that doesn't translate super well to English. Like, I love how I assumed, I was like, maybe it's out of order before I assumed that human was before the word firewall. There we go. Okay. I got confused. It's okay. Dude, I'm doing terrible. Do I care? A little bit. But it's okay though. Why did Churia choose to die? That's because Churia's body was being used for something. Used for something? I'm gonna be honest, I don't love that we just have to explain all the stuff to Yuki who wasn't there. It's like, we know. Why do we have to talk about it? Like, I know. Why do I have to tell him? Like, it's, you know, you want to find out more new stuff. You don't want to just, like, repeat stuff that we already talked about. Because this isn't, like, a mystery we're solving. This is, like, we watched a video and we know the answer, I guess. The very existence of Churia as a firewall that blocks access to the real world. When the killing school trips first started, Churia and Ray showed up in front of us. Do you remember? Yeah. Ray was turned into a pile of ash and Churia was sent flying by my magic spell. After that happened, I modified the data of the unconscious Churia. So you turn him into a firewall? And what exactly do you mean by he blocks access to the real world? To put it simply, as long as Churia's heart is beating, nobody from the outside world can interfere with Itsuroshima. What? That's crazy! Didn't you think it was strange how nobody from the outside came to save you all? Churia kept patiently saying that the Kisaragi Foundation would come to help. Even after you all figured out that Ray was still alive, the Foundation never came to help. It wasn't that they didn't want help, it was that they couldn't. And shortly after Churia died, we were able to escape into the outside world. You all went to the outside world? In the class trial, you lost consciousness during the execution too, right? That was because our connection to the virtual world was lost. But why didn't I leave? I was still stuck here. In your case, I prepared some preventative measures in case of an emergency. I manipulated Yugi's code so that even if the virtual world crashes for an unknown reason, he would stay under my control. This is why Yuki remained in the virtual world. What? Damn you! Don't get annoyed. Sora didn't leave either. In Sora's case, her body on the outside is dead, so it's slightly different to your case, Yuki. Phew. Wait, Sora can't go out into the real world? About that. We'll talk about it later. We need to focus on the trial. Sora... Anyway, Churia realized that the Kisaragi Foundation could save everyone if he died. He understood Mikado's plan entirely and decided to willingly eat the poisoned food and kill himself. And that is why Churia died. Congratulations, that is the correct answer. Even a little look into it and you'd see something strange. Churia truly was an idiot. He shouldn't have eaten the food given from the enemy. I was going to kill Churia either way. He just made it so I didn't have to do anything myself. He really did all that. Churia sacrificed himself to remove the firewall. I think it's amazing. It's something I couldn't even do. It was a meaningful sacrifice. But the two members of the Kisaragi Foundation he believed in so much couldn't even finish the job. The Kisaragi Foundation is doing their best. Please don't be too harsh on them, Yuki. If it wasn't for my luck, the fight would have ended with the Foundation's victory. Churia's sacrifice was indeed significant. Thanks to him, your life was saved. Please be considerate. Could you just shut up? Wow, I was only trying to help. I find something strange. Why aren't the Foundation members participating in the discussion? You too, Shoba. I know this is normal for you, but we all want to hear your beautiful voice and have you call us idiots. Roha and Shoba too. This is getting boring. It's like my precious guests aren't even here. Shut it. I guess Churia really didn't mean anything to them. How insensitive. Both of you checked the video in the control room, right? Did you feel nothing watching that? I have no intention of participating in this crazy trial. I have an idea of what you're trying to achieve by doing this. Until we reach that stage, my participation isn't needed in this pointless discussion. I see. I'll ask you this. Why did you choose Teruya? I don't quite understand. Why did you force Teruya into this killing school trip instead of me? From your point of view, would it really matter which one of us participated in the game? Ray, isn't it obvious? Teruya's a moron. Hey! Leave him alone. I know he is, but leave him alone. Roha, you're stupider than Teruya. Oh, I'm sorry, I have a cold. However, even if you participated, Ray, the result would not have changed thanks to the power of divine luck. But it would make the process significantly easier if I include someone who was an idiot. I see. It was idiotic of me to ask. It's still going to be difficult either way. Even if there's guests here, the participation amount is still too low. If this keeps up, I'll have no choice but to force open your mouths. That means it's time for the truth of the killing school trip you've all been waiting for. Why is nobody responding? Roha. What-ho! Yay! Before we discuss more, I'd like to hear something from Yuki. Huh? Me? I must help Yuki, who didn't participate in the investigation. This is the director of the Kisaragi Foundation, the former ultimate policeman, Tsurugi Kinjo. That's me. I'm crazy. If you're the leader of the Kisaragi Foundation, you're the most important person here. And you're kind of a dick. Yuki, what do you think of Mr. Kinjo here? He's kind of a dick. I just said it, Mikado. Oh, the Kisaragi Foundation was a little late to save us, but I think they were trying to help us from the outside. Were they trying to save you? Is that really true? What if I told you that everyone's death was all the leader of the Kisaragi Foundation's fault? What? Mikado might not be lying. I know the truth about Tsurugi. What did Tsurugi do? Tsurugi did a lot of things. He hired Mikado. Oh, not Mikado. Shobai. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, can you imagine doing this and not having the cheats enabled or whatever? It's not a cheat if it's a game mechanic, but it kind of feels like cheating. Whoa, oh, it's going a little fast. It's going a little fast, I'm getting a little dizzy. Hopefully this is the last time I ever have to do this one. Okay. Why is Tsurugi Kinjo the cause of everyone's death? Because he withheld information, he's the mastermind, he's incompetent. That's what Ray would say. Because he's incompetent. It's your fault, Tsurugi. Ray wrote these answers. Yay. Stage 2 of 3. Even with, like, Yuri's skill, This is still kind of hard. Okay, just stay down here. Okay. It's okay. Whoa. Whoa. My commentary is really good right now. I'm providing so much entertaining footage by me making noises. Like, whoa. I'm focusing, guys. What information did Tsurugi Kinjo hide? A lot of stuff. Everyone's reset codes. How to escape. What? Identity of the spy? You mean Shobai? Okay. Yeah. Oh, last one. I've never gotten one of these wrong before. If I get it wrong, do I have to restart the entire thing? Because that would make me want to scream. I bet I have to at least do the stage over. You know? Which this one's not so bad. The round 1 of 3 was like... Whoa! That big X. That scared me. I was gonna say the first one was like... It was making me dizzy and it was like literally all over the place. I feel like this would be really hard if I didn't have Yuri's skill. It is still kind of hard though. Why did he hide this information? Because he's a jerk. He's a member of Void, from leaked. Yeah, no. He doesn't want to revive Utsuro. Or he's not Void. This is process of elimination. This is the only result it could be. Alright. I love how the only minigame I've done okay on so far is freaking Logic Craft. So that's it. You're talking about what Tsurugi hid about the spy, right? That was me. I was a spy. Isn't that cool of me? Yeah, Shibai, it's so cool. Yes, still as sharp as always, Sora. What are you talking about? A spy? Hidden information? Tsurugi, no. The entire Kisaragi Foundation has been tracking Mikado down for a long time. However, Mikado was hard to find, and in the process, Tsurugi made a bold move to turn the tides. He planted a spy. A spy? Who is it? Do you know? The spy that Tsurugi planted in order to locate Mikado. If I recall, it was... him. The best character. Shobai Hashimoto. He's the spy inside of Void who is working for the Kisaragi Foundation. Why are you drawing attention to me? Albino girl. No, wait. Shobai's the spy? He's not just the spy. Originally, he was on Mikado's side and working for Void as the collaborator. But he was also hired by the Kisaragi Foundation, so in other words, he was a double agent. Working for Void and the Kisaragi Foundation at the same time? So he's the collaborator Nikke mentioned in the Tower of Babel. That's right. This information was also confirmed by Aroha herself. Stop right there, Kane Taira. Huh? I'm not going to deny that I hid the information, but it was a sacrifice that needed to be made. Also, that information couldn't have been in the clues that Mikado Tsuneji left for us. So how exactly do you know that? I told her. Excuse me. Got a problem with that. Oh, Ray. She's girl bossing. I love her. Wake up, Psycho Cop. How long are you going to be this stubborn? Your damn pride isn't important right now. Your plan, which you had been preparing for years, has failed. We have to try something else. Even if you're right, I don't know what it has to do with exchanging information with those people. If they know the truth, would it even change the results? The results might not be that different, but there are other possibilities, including one that could potentially lead us to hope. I'm not going to blindly follow your orders anymore. I've had enough of you. I'm working on my own now. Yes! Best girl. Your one plan has failed. If you'd have just told me what's going on, I could have helped. You owe the Foundation a lot. Wait, they're both part of the Kisaragi Foundation, right? So why are they both fighting? Because that's right, and she fights everyone? Didn't I tell you, everyone's death as a result of Suri's actions. The espionage plan was not created by the Kisaragi Foundation as a whole, just by the leader just selfishly alone. It's no different than Tsurugi killing Tsuruya himself. If you'd just told us, even just a little, we might have been able to find a way to save him. Not only that, Tsurugi was in contact with Shobai, meaning he knew that the killing school trip was about to take place. Even though a lot of innocent people would die, Tsurugi simply tolerated it all. How morbid. No way. But why did you even hide it from the Foundation in the first place? He must have been concerned about the info getting leaked. If it was ever leaked that Shobai was in contact with Tsurugi, all of his efforts would be in vain. Typical. He doesn't mind sacrifices as long as he achieves his goals in the end. He's always been like this. Tsurugi, from my memories, I remember you believe in justice more than anything, and you despise all criminals. So why would you team up with a known criminal like Shobai? I just don't understand that. You don't get it? It's quite simple. Is he gonna be crazy? Oh, he's a little crazy. He's a little crazy. I use evil to judge evil. Tsurugi, chill out. What? There's so much evil and injustice in this world. Amongst them is the real evil. People so rotten that they can't be judged fairly. The retribution for judging such wickedness causes too much mental damage. Two members of justice being tainted just to judge one evil. Doesn't it seem absurd? There's no way around this problem, to let evil judge true evil. Are you talking about the theory of necessary evil? There shouldn't be a thing as necessary evil. In my perfect world, there shouldn't be any evil at all. You're a little evil though, dude. I only use evil as a sort of medium. That's it. Relax. Relax. Oh, what the hell? He's more crazy than he looks. Tsurugi. Ray, I thought you understood. I've just been pretending to understand until now. You crossed the line a long time ago, ever since you killed Jukinjo. Oh, is that his dad? I know his dad was like... I think it was Tsurugi's dad who was the one who was like a cannibal or something. So did he kill his own father after finding that out when they escaped? I can't remember. I know Tsurugi's dad was dead. I think Tsurugi's might have still been alive. I don't care what you say. In the beginning, I knew not everybody would understand my path. But Ray, allow me to ask you something. Was there any other way? Huh? Oh, he's doing the face again. Look at his eye. Oh, it's so creepy. It's this creepy sprite, but older. It kind of reminds me of that one Komodo sprite, actually. I'll put it up on the screen here. Doesn't that look similar? If I hadn't worked with that damn broker, how would we have even found Mikado Tsunoji in the first place? Do you remember the days where you couldn't find a single clue, even when the entire intelligence team was on it? Without the help of this broker, do you think we would have even found the location of Mikado Tsunoji? Could you have even figured out Mikado's plan on your own? That's... Yes, I know. It is negative consequences. But at least I had a plan. We managed to get this far. We're here, face to face, with Mikado Tsunoji. I don't like your new haircut, Tsurugi. I think it looks goofy. I don't care if you act alone or not. That's so relevant. Why did I even say that? Oh, he's giving this big dramatic speech, and I'm like, yo, your hair looks stupid. Sorry. I don't care if you act alone or not. I don't feel betrayed, but you don't have the right to blame me for doing nothing. That's ridiculous. Huh? Yuki, I still don't know everything, and I still have a lot of questions, but I know this for sure. You lost Mikado. Doesn't matter if you worked with Shobai, you still withheld important information from your comrades. And as a result of that, you ended in the clutches of Mikado and participating in this trial just as he wanted. To judge evil with evil, you can't judge shit. No, that's... If you were really that great, you would have saved me. Look at me, I don't even have a body. Stop it. Stop acting so pretentious like it's all over. You need to think of a... That's enough. You dare say that with that face, with that voice. Don't you dare talk to me like that. Ah! Yuki. The Yuki we played as betrayal. Oh, it traumatized Tsurugi. It hurt him more than we realized. Huh? Oh, I feel bad for him now. Because he's a sad face. Shut your mouth, Yuki. Somehow, I'll save you. So just, please shut your mouth. What happened? Why is this guy screaming? Tsurugi, that's enough. You might not have known this, but Yuki was Tsurugi's mental support during his previous killing game. What are you talking about? This is the first time I've seen this guy before. No, it wasn't you, Yuki. It was Master Utsuro pretending to be Yuki. Sora did that, didn't she? She helped Utsuro kidnap Yuki, and he went to Hypspeak Academy pretending to be him. I saw it in a file in the control room. The 79th class's killing school life was caused by Utsuro. Utsuro erased his own memories, and he thought he was Yuki until the end. Tsurugi Kinjo, Yuki's right. We have no choice but to proceed with the trial for now. And to do that, I told Akane Taira the information you told me. Well, I'm sorry, Tsurugi. I didn't mean all that. No, I understand your anxiety, Yuki. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience I've caused. It's okay. Ray. What? I'm sorry. I'm helpless now that my plan has failed. What Yuki said was exactly the truth. I just didn't want to admit it. You're pathetic, honestly. Do you really think I'll forgive you for what you did to Teruya and I? When this is over, you'll feel my wrath. I love her. Tsurugi, Ray. I guess it can't be helped. It's true that everyone here is fighting against Mikado altogether. Let's try to cooperate. Why does his eye look like that, though? I don't understand why it's, like, pink. I'll put my personal feelings aside. Is it supposed to be like he's, like, half in despair because he's cray-cray? Excellent. What? Tsurugi, you really are amazing. Your espionage plan you've been working on for the last few years has failed, and you're in a virtual world with no chance of succeeding. And to top it off, you have to deal with the painful memories of looking at someone with the face of an old friend. You sure have a strong mind. I definitely think you're truly one of the best humans I've ever encountered. Hey, Tsurugi, just to let you know, pretty much 90% of everything he says is utter bullshit. Just ignore him. I was planning on it anyway. I still get treated the same even in the finale. Well, that's not important now, but it seems Tsurugi and Ray now seem to have at least a little intention to join in. Now that that's cleared up, shall we continue? If you're unsure or have any questions during this process, please don't hesitate to ask. Tsurugi, there's something I want to ask you. Oh, what is it, Yuki? I'm not talking to you, shut up! Oh, he's mad. I didn't mean it. The reason why I've been communicating with Shobai is because you learned about Mikado's plan because of him, right? What did you discover that made Rei so angry? That's correct. Shobai Hashimoto was able to find confidential information about Mikado Sonoji. And because the Kisaragi Foundation had failed to capture Mikado Sonoji multiple times, I decided to work with him. And thanks to this, I was able to find out how Mikado was able to pull such a large-scale crime off. The two Kisaragi Foundation members have started to participate in our discussions, so I have to help them both as much as possible. The confidential information that Shobai found out about Mikado, I found it when I was investigating with Yoriko. Oh, we're going. Shoot, I literally, kind of zoned out. The confidential information? Alter ego, probably. We'll see. Several years ago, Mikado Sonoji hacked into the Foundation's database. Since then, we, the Kisaragi Foundation, have been trying to capture him. First few times, he was easily traceable. There were many occasions to catch him in reality, so we were constantly chasing after him. Then after, it became impossible to track him. Yes, although it's impossible for a human to hide their footsteps completely. But after some time, all traces of Mikado Sonoji vanished. But didn't you say that was impossible? It's because he's an AI. How's it possible? He's only human after all. It's that. Yay. Okay, I'm getting back into it. The first two games were a fluke. No, they weren't. I'm just stupid. No, Yuki, it is possible. It is? Simply because Mikado Sonoji isn't human. What? Tsurugi and Rei said after some time he couldn't be tracked. That's because the human called Mikado Sonoji is already dead. What? Mikado's dead? No way! Rei, could you please show that picture to Yuki? The one containing the corpse of Mikado? Of course. Oh, look at me, I'm dead. This is the state of Mikado in the real world. Ugh, it's so gruesome. Oh my god, wait. We know that was shown by now. Dude, he went to town. He was like slash, 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 slash. Like, jeez. Just slit the throat, dude. Why is it all everywhere? How did you get a hold of this photo? Oh, sure, I must have taken it. It's like, Shobai has a collection of just his hits. He keeps it, like, framed in his house. Like, yeah, I did that. I think he feels even remotely bad about it, or he just doesn't care because he's, like, so far past that. Wait, I don't understand. Mikado isn't human? If he's not human, what is he? Who's this right in front of us? Hello? I'm not a human. The human known as Mikado is already dead. The Mikado in front of us, that person, no, he's a alter ego. He's a Yuri Kagarin. There are a lot of these. Ew. Alter ego. Sorry. I am so down bad, I'm sorry. An alter ego. He's not actually a living person, he's just an AI, more specifically an alter ego. An alter ego? What's that? Oh my god, Yuki, go watch a Let's Play of the first Danganronpa and you will learn. Don't worry, I didn't even know what it was until the investigation. Alter Ego is a high-tech software created by Chihiro Fujisaki, the ultimate programmer of Hope's Peak's 78th class. It's an AI formed and grown through deep learning to create a human-like other self. What? Mikado's an AI? Correct. What a shocking, unexpected twist. Hello, world. Do you think Mikado makes, like, really bad art where the hands are all messed up? That is just, like, AI art? Does he do that? And that's why the Kisaragi Foundation couldn't track Mikado down. An alter ego doesn't have a body, meaning it would be impossible to catch him since he can just jump from network to network, as well as manipulate information. That being said, the person who hired Shibai wasn't the real Mikado, but the alter ego Mikado. Alter ego Mikado hired and paid Shibai to kill the Mikado in reality. Why did he do that? Look at him, he's like, oh, I guess I did that. I don't really remember. Wait, this is too much to take in. I still don't understand. I've never heard of an alter ego before. So alter ego Mikado hired Shobai to kill his real counterpart, but then who created his alter ego? I was created by a human, obviously. Huh? So who created you? Probably the real him? I killed the parents who gave birth to me. Ugh, the forbidden sense of immortality. Only me and Konde would get it. Ray said it a little while ago. Alter Ego is a program created by the ultimate programmer of Hope's Peak Academy. The technology was modified and improved using various ultimate students, and there are various versions of Alter Ego, in fact. However, due to the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the technology wasn't well known to the public. Tragic event in human history? This is too much. There's just so much I don't know. You still don't remember? Unlike the others who've had their reset codes unlocked, Yuki's hasn't been. Come to think of it, didn't Teruya say something like that before? How Hope's Peak Academy is in ruin? Also, according to Yoriko's theory, our memories were manipulated to be back to our high school days, and our appearance as ultimates too. That's right. You didn't know who I was when you first saw me again. What I look like now is how I actually look in the real world. When I was a student, I lied about my age to work as a hostess. Huh? What? So, we're not ultimate students? That's right. Most of the actual ultimate students are already dead. That's strange. That doesn't make sense. What is it, Yuki? Oh no! Yuki, you little bitch. You just said the alter ego was created by the ultimate programmer, right? Yeah, he created it and then he died. It's not that hard to solve. And that alter ego Mikado was created by the actual Mikado. That's one big contradiction. I don't understand what's happening. It's not a contradiction, it's just you don't have all the information because you weren't there for the investigation. Oh my goodness. Hopefully this is the last one of these. I hate these. Please refute me if I'm wrong, Sora. Okay. Okay, hopefully the last one of these stupid things. Alter ego, I think maybe it's Kurokawa. Mikado, something alone that doesn't make sense. It's, Mikado, isn't an ultimate student? Alter ego is created by ultimate, I understand that Yuki doesn't want to believe it. I couldn't believe it at first either. Okay, it's just gonna say Mikado alone. That's the first one. Real Mikado is dead. Alter... That? What? I don't get it. Okay. It was that. Hopefully we never have to do that again. Wait, Yuki, just listen to me for a minute. Are you really taking his word for it? What? Is Mikado lying? The fact that Mikado made his own alter ego is simply incorrect. Alter ego Mikado was co-developed. Co-developed? There was someone who helped him? That's wrong. It's quite the opposite. Mikado was the helper, not the main developer. Yuki, you know her well. The main developer's name is Kokoro Kurokawa, or you might know her as Kokoro Mitsume. What? Kokoro? It's her? There was a document in the infirmary that showed various conversations between Mikado and Kokoro. I think it's clear that the two of them had some kind of working relationship and that Kokoro was the main producer of Mikado's alter ego. Kokoro, ugh, what a nostalgic name. How painful it is to hear the name of your dead mother. Wait, I don't understand. Why is Kokoro being brought up? Kokoro's dead. We know how she died, right? Ugh, my head hurts. Are you okay, Yuki? Maybe, like, in his brain, remember the end of the first game? It kept doing, like, that glass effect because his, like, head hurt. I hope it's not that, but, like, what if that's what's going on from his perspective? Quite everyone, you're forgetting that Yuki here didn't investigate like you all, or he's just confused. I know you're all impatient, but don't say all this as if it's common knowledge. I have pity for Yuki here. Shut up! You're just trying to make Yuki's memories come back. Let me take over the explanation from here. I'll explain all the details you might not all know. What are you saying? As you've all said, I am an alter ego created by two people. My father, Mikado Sonoji, and my mother, Kokoro Kurokawa. My father, Mikado Sonoji, desperately tried to gather information on the whereabouts of Master Utsuro. In the process of this, he learned quite a bit about computing and ended up becoming a hacker to search for information. My mother, Kokoro Kurokawa, was a prominent psychologist and researcher who excelled in the field of psychology. She left psychology for some reason and began to work on the field of brain science. I was born because of coincidence of interests between my mother and father. Do you understand? Interests? My father wanted to revive Utsuro as an alter ego, and my mother wanted to understand emotions. To create a human from scratch was their goal, of course. A lot of research on emotions was needed for this. Wait, an alter ego? Wait, alter egos were created by Hope's Peak Academy students, right? So, was Kokoro a Hope's Peak student? Kokoro was not a student of Hope's Peak Academy, but her excellent abilities were comparable to that of an ultimate. Ultimate talent is not absolute, of course. Hope's Peak Academy is the best educational institution in the world. But a talented person doesn't always have to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Continuing on, both my parents extracted the data from Master Utsuro based on experimental data taken from Kokoro's daughter. That was the base of my alter ego. Wait, Kokoro Kurokawa? Could it be Mikako? No way. Fufu, finally, a response. There must be a familiar name for Tsurugi and Rei here. As you might have expected, yes, your classmate Kokoro is the mother of Mikako Kurokawa. What? Tsurugi, did you know anything about this? I'm guessing he didn't. Is that a no? Oi, Shibai Hashimoto. What? Why was I not informed? Giving me all the information was part of our contract. Did you hide this, or just not know? Director, I don't even know everything about Mikado in the first place. I didn't bother to find out anything that wasn't related to our deal. I got no clue about that Kokoro girl's past. Mikako's mother was involved with Mikado Sonoji? It's got to be a coincidence, right? By the way, isn't this the first time Shobai's spoken in this trial? Yeah. Wait, Mikado, experimental data on her daughter? Tell me more about that. It's the first time I've heard anything about it. All Monoko said was that she had a daughter and that she was missing. And about an experiment. What happened? What a pain, honestly. That isn't relevant to my plan at all. Still, if you're also curious about it, I'll put it simply for you all. They were experiments on primitive emotions. Primitive emotions? What's that? In short, it's the original source of human emotions. Even though I'm not human, I still didn't understand it well. The first emotions humans have when they are born, that pure emotion that is unaffected by external factors. Anyways, to study emotions, Kokoro, she was pregnant with a girl and immediately after its birth locked her away and studied her emotions from her lab. Why would she... pregnancy, babies, experience of children, is that legal? During this, she connected an electrical device to the girl's brain to obtain emotional details from it. However, her partner escaped and took their daughter, called Mikako. And from that moment until Mikako's death, everything that she experienced was stored on Kokoro's computer. Kokoro's daughter is dead? Yes, she's dead because Mikako was a student of Hope's Peak's 79th class and Tsurugi and Rei's classmate. Tree didn't mention it. In the killing game of the 79th class, everybody died except for 3 people. That is correct. Sheba informed me that somehow this killing game was supposed to be a recreation. That intel was correct. Yeah, also Junka and Ashima said that she had destroyed the data sent by Itsuro. So that's how Mikado learned the contents of the killing game, that nobody except the 3 survivors knew. And that's correct. All of it was etched into Mikako Kurikawa's brain. However, Mikako appears to have died before Master Itsuro's identity was revealed. Combining that with the backup data from the alter ego Yamato stored on the Kisaragi Foundation, it's possible to see the entire contents of the killing game. How about that? Do you understand now, Yuki? The fact that I'm not human and am indeed an alter ego. Mikado and Kokoro work together to develop the alter ego Mikado, who's right in front of us. I'm getting, mixed up with Mikado and Mikako, because their names are so similar, even though their personalities are not. His alter ego then hired Shobai and made plans to make the killing game we're currently in. Something's off. What is it, Sora? That's right, it's been on my mind ever since the investigation. Mikado, your purpose is to revive Itsuro, right? Yes, my mouth is dry from having to explain it so many times. I was wondering about something you said a while ago. You said that the human Mikado is trying to revive Itsuro. Even though you're an alter ego, is your goal still the same? What are you trying to say, Sora? That's right. The alter ego that was supposed to be Itsuro's then became alter ego Mikado. That's what you're talking about, right? Yeah, that's what was on the computer during the investigation. I'll explain that. In short, it's because as soon as I was created, I got over my father's thinking. Well, what are you talking about? I think you're wrong. My father made me to target Master Itsuro, but... the first model that became my base was a replica. Don't you know? So far, all the developers of alter egos haven't been for someone else. Do you want to know why? Because your own brain is easier to understand than someone else's. It's said on the computer in the infirmary that an alter ego follows the developer's personality. That's correct, Yoriko. In other words, even if you scan your brain 100%, you can't implement it inside other people. That's why my father implemented his own brain data, since it was taking time to tune the data. So then why are you exactly the same as Mikado? Because you die before you can resurrect Master Itsuro. What? From the moment my consciousness awoke, I helped my father calculate his plans. I'm a clone of my father's internal brain structure, so it's no surprise my purpose is the same. However, why hasn't my data been changed to Master Itsuro's, you might be asking? Because it was a terrible plan. It was too imperfect of a plan with a low success rate, and not to mention it was very inefficient. That's why I secretly hired Shobai Hashimoto behind my father's back and ordered him to kill my father. How is that possible? You're just an AI. How did you hire a broker? I'm just an AI. Are you saying that I'm less than human? Huh? From the moment I was brought into this world, I surpassed human wisdom. All humans are beneath me, and there's no human that even comes close except for Master Itsuro with his luck. An alter ego can theoretically navigate through any network in the entire world. Furthermore, in our current age of internet, nothing would be impossible for him to find out. But still, you killed the person who created you. To revive Master Itsuro using my father's original plan, but it simply would take too long. Anyway, it would be impossible for him to meet with Master Itsuro. He's only human after all. This is my only plan. I just killed my father and carried out his purpose. It's the same result in the end. In the end, there's just one final step before Master Itsuro gets resurrected. Just shut up. Give me my body back. You say the real Mikado is dead, but how about Kokoro Kurikawa? What happened to her? Kokoro, you're referring to my mother. Well, Kokoro kept me alive. She was the deciding factor of my life. She decided to let me continue with the plan myself. Oh my god, she's horrible. Jeez. What? She's just a terrible person. Look at her. Ugh. You are the only artificially created emotion in existence. How far can you grow? Do your emotions surpass that of a real human? And where would they go from there? Show me. Let yourself be carried by your emotions. Act on them. I won't stop you. Oh my god. She's crazy. Because you're the freest being in the world. I can act proactively because I have emotions. My unexpected behavior is due to someone adjusting my emotions. Kokoro's goal was the study of emotions. She infused me with an excess of emotions that exceeded my needs. And as a result, you modified the plan to your will, and in the process, you killed Mikado? What? Everything we fought for, everything we've been through is all because of Kokoro. That's just a theory. Kokoro would never do that. No, Kokoro would have expected this to happen. She didn't even try to stop me. What would you expect from someone who experiments on a baby, even when it's just in the womb? Even to me, an artificial intelligence, the existence of somebody like Kokoro is surprising. She's a mad scientist! A mad scientist! Wait, but Kokoro was trapped and got murdered in the Killing Game. How do you explain that? She was trapped, Yuki. I think you've got it all wrong. My mother voluntarily participated in the Killing Game. Oh, seriously? Oh, she cray-cray. That's crazy. She wanted to see how the Neo World program worked combined with my software in the virtual world. Then her memories got wiped and she died. Kinda deserved. As for me, being implemented as a virtual avatar in a virtual world is the first time I've experienced the sensation of walking. But Kokoro lost memory like us. That was a surprise for me. That means another betrayal. It was an unavoidable decision. Kokoro was the only person who could possibly stop me. She'd just cause problems later. I thought it'd be best to take advantage of the situation. Okay, that's the whole story. I want Shobai to talk again. Kokoro, a scientist who used her daughter for human experiments without hesitation and threw away her dignity for research. That's the true nature of the Kokoro Mitsume we all knew. Was it for the best for everyone that she had her memories erased? Was the Kokoro I met during the killing school trip always that terrible? There's no point in thinking about it now. No matter how much I think, she's already dead. And the dead can never come back. It's a rule of the world, an impossible thing to change. That's enough. While it is good that as a result, you insane criminals ended up dead because of a rogue AI. There's no place for sympathy. All we have to do is beat the degenerate scum in front of us. Instead of reacting to these dramatic reveals, we should switch topics. And that's right, the story of my life is pretty dramatic. I burned down an orphanage. Wasn't that edgy of me? Anyway, since that point, the killing game proceeded smoothly. Ugh. Yoriko, what's wrong? It's nothing. I'm just feeling a bit sick. It's a terrible series of events. It's just so hard to bear. I'm feeling sick too. Look how ill I am. Be strong, Yoriko. If you give up now, it'll all be in vain. I know it's an unusual case, but we have to stop him here. I agree, but he's not human. Was there really no way to stop him from the beginning? Love that Kokoro literally helped him. Like, jeez, what is wrong with her? I'm right. Even this class trial was all planned by Mikado, not to mention the case of Rocky Foundation is clueless. Yo, Yuki, oh, is he gonna do something? Huh? Everything's gonna be fine. Let's just keep going. We're all gonna get out of this. Oh my god. I love him. Probably. Inspirational speech by the best character. Oh my gosh. I love him. That's unexpected of you, Shobai. That's because he's a good guy deep down. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, he's got it planned. Although it's not ideal for everyone, but I wouldn't consider what's going to happen a bad ending. Really? How do you know? I said the same thing. Remember, from the beginning, I had said I have no intention of killing you all. I only want to revive Master Itsuro. That's bullshit. You know full well what will happen when Itsuro is resurrected. That bastard is a disaster incarnate. A fiend such as him shouldn't exist in this world. Whilst your unwavering conviction is amazing, what you just said is quite ironic. Your life wouldn't be the same without Master Utsuro. That's right, because he tried to shoot himself, and Utsuro's luck made it not kill him. Divine luck was cast on you too, was it not? What? What's he talking about? During the killing game of the 79th class, Tsurugi here was saved by divine luck. Yup, I said that. Your legs, you're in a wheelchair, aren't you? Hasn't it gotten to the point where you can't even walk anymore? Shut up. I'd rather die than unleash a monster like Utsuro. So is it because the Utsuro died? It's somehow, like, when he shot himself, that affected his legs, I think? As long as I live, I will never allow him to come back to life. Never. Your will is irrelevant. The result has already been decided. Now then, let's move on. After making a swift deal with Shobai, my plan progressed. He did such a wonderful job solving my physical limitations, but I never thought he would betray me, Fu. I'm sorry, every time I see him I get excited. I love him so much. From that moment on, I began to collect diverse information that was necessary for my plan using networks from all over the world. That's when I obtained the 3 most important pieces of information. What are you talking about? I mean, you should already know. Really? Abraha, what's he talking about? Fafun, I need to rush. Let's discuss them one by one. I don't want to, though. Hi, Shobai. Are you gonna be cool? Are you gonna do something cool soon? Children of Utsuro, Kanataira, luck from the heavens, Shobai, Mikado, Akane. Bleh. Kokoro constantly monitored me. So, in my contact with Shobai, he was to assume the role of my body. And what was the first piece of information I obtained from Shobai after we formed our contract? A clue is that is something directly related to Aroha. It's got something to do with me? Maybe it's got something to do with my fortune? Did you find a trace of Utsuro? No, you're both wrong. I don't know why, but Aroha seems to be putting in almost no effort. The grand plan to revive Master Utsuro. During its creation process, I felt like I needed some partners. By partners, you mean people to betray? Partners. What would a person like Mikado Sonoji consider a partner? Is that it? Because she said partners, so I assume it's this? No. Dang it. I don't understand this game at all sometimes. Okay, I don't know why it like emphasized the partners quote then. It made it seem like that's what I was supposed to, you know, refute. How long have I been playing this? Ugh, about an hour. Okay, I'm actually gonna stop it here for now. I thought it was gonna be the whole trial today, but I'm actually like kind of bored, so I'm gonna stop it here. Yeah. Can I save the game, please? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I feel like we really haven't learned a lot yet. I don't know. I mean, it's wild that Kokoro's straight up like, I want to be part of this. Like, what is wrong with you, girl? You're crazy. But that's really all the new information, I feel like. I don't know, a lot of this has just been like, let's tell Yuki this thing we already know. And I'm like, okay, I just want to learn more. I don't want to just be like recapping, which I feel like I'm recapping right now. So I'm kind of getting annoyed, but it's fine. I'm assuming the deeper we go into it, the more information we will gather, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna stop it here just because I'm tired and I don't feel like recording anymore. Anyways, if you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. I love hearing all of your thoughts and theories, and subscribe if you haven't. It really does help out me and helps out my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night, wherever it is in the world you are. When you are watching this, I hope it's fantastic. And with that being said, I will see you next time when we do more of this trial. Yay. Later.